record for. Okay, so here you can able to see Java primitive data types. Those are all you can able to see. There are 8 types of primitive data types are there. So here boolean, byte, character, short, integer, long, float, as well as double. These are 8 primitive data types already explained, as well as I wrote one program. Okay, please use that program and write more programs on data type. That's it. Very simple one. Okay. So again, I discussed very clearly about how it will be separated or how it will be distinguished. Okay, so that is what exactly I told you. When you say the data type, automatically you can able to see primitive as well as non-primitive here. So here you can able to see in the primitive, again they have distinguished here. That is, one is Boolean, another one is numeric. When it comes to Boolean, you will going to get a data type. The name is itself, you will going to have a Boolean. So this is what we call it as data type, Boolean data type. Always the default value of the Boolean will be false. You must understand this one. Boolean value will be false, default value. Okay, if you don't give any value, still it will going to have a value. The default value will be false. Okay, again numeric. When it comes to numeric and all, you can able to see in this there are again it is distinguished again character type as well as integral type. Yes or not? So when it comes to character type, just we have only one data type, that is character type. You can able to see that it will going to hold 2 bytes. Boolean will going to hold only 1 byte. Okay, so that is what, sorry, 1 bit. Okay, so here character will going to hold 2 bytes. Be careful. Okay, I will tell you why the character will going to hold 2 bytes later, not now. Okay, again when it comes to integer, okay, this is what we call it as integral. So when it's again here they have distinguished here. Okay, in integral they have distinguished like this integer part as well as floating point or decimal point. Okay, decimal number or integer number. So here you can able to see when it comes to integer part, you're going to find byte, short, integer, long. Okay, so these things it will going to be available in this integral part. Again, when you go to the floating point, you will going to find the double as well as float. These things. Okay, these are all comes under primitive one. Okay, these are all comes under primitive one. Okay, so when it comes to non-primitive, you can able to see that is what exactly I told you. When it comes to Java, so you're going to have a separate okay concept on strings, because suppose example I will tell you, if you go to these things, suppose you wanted to log into Facebook. Okay, what you will do, you will going to give the username. What is that username? Username is a string. You will going to give the password. What is that password? Again it is a string. That's why you will going to have a very brief and very complete comprehensive what is that module for this particular string. Okay, comprehensive module will be there, so you can able to learn those things. I will teach you. Until that, please wait. Okay, arrays. Okay, basically arrays means, what is this array? Is nothing but it is a homogeneous elements. Nothing but what it will going to have a type, same type of elements. That is what we call it as array. So many things are there in this. We will going to discuss all those things non-primitive, not now, later. Okay, not now, later. Okay, so yesterday I discussed about these things. Now you can see. So in this Boolean, how many bits it is taking? Before discussing about narrowing as well as widening, okay, before discussing about narrowing as well as widening, this table is there, right? Please observe this carefully. You please observe this table carefully. Please observe. So Boolean means how many bits it will going to take? Only 1 bit. Nothing but, for example, I will show you. Just a moment, guys. I need a pen. Okay. Guys, do you like this point? Do you like this point? Do you like it? Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? Have you liked this? This one? Have you liked this? Yes or no? Let me know. Yes or no? Okay. Super. See, you should be enthusiastic, because see, if you are not enthusiastic, I can't do anything. Yes or not, guys? You have to tell. So if you are enthusiastic, definitely I can able to teach something to you people. So if you are not enthusiastic, what can I do? Okay. Even though it is free classes basically. Okay. Nobody will do free classes, but still I will do. Okay, fine. No problem. See, what you need to understand here. So when it comes to Boolean, guys, please be careful. I will going to explain very neatly. Okay, I will going to explain very clearly. I will going to explain all these things. Please observe here. Boolean is a basically it's a data type. Clear everyone? Boolean is a data type here. Okay. So what happens here? Very simple. Basically default value will be false. You need to understand this one. Boolean is a data type. Again, default value of this type is what is that? False value. Okay, now in the RAM, please understand this one. In the RAM, how much memory it will going to consume? This Boolean, how much memory it will going to consume? This will going to matters while doing narrowing as well as widening. This matters. Okay, so it will going to hold only one bit. One bit is nothing but what? Suppose in the RAM, see here, suppose in the RAM like this. This is thing like that. This is the RAM. In the RAM, so it will going to consume one bit of memory in the RAM. Okay, here either it may be a 0, 1 or otherwise 1 like this. Clear everybody? Everybody let me know if you are clear. Clear? Yes or not, guys? Yes or not? Okay, fine. Understood now? So in the RAM, it will going to take how much amount of memory? That is 1 bit of memory. Nothing but 1 bit is nothing but think like this is the memory. Okay, this is the memory. How much it will going to store? So basically how the memory will going to be occupied means it will going to occupied by what is that? Okay, so binary numbers. Yes or not? Binary values. So 1 bit means either you can store 0, otherwise 1. Okay, it might be 0 or 1. Okay, it cannot be 0, both the things. Okay, either it would be 1 or it would be 0. Okay, illa 1 irbeku illa andre 0 irbeku. That's it, nothing else apart from that. Okay, so that is the reason why it consumes Boolean will going to consume only 1 byte. Okay, only 1 byte, nothing but. So when you compare to Boolean, see here, when you compare to Boolean, okay, character length is the memory length is good. Okay, 2 bytes of memory. Yes or not? Please understand here, very simple. Clear everybody? When it comes to character, you need to understand this one very clearly. Okay, then you will going to understand what is narrowing, what is widening, all those things. So when it comes to character type, okay, you're going to have a default value, that is null value. Okay, default value, null value, like that. Here it will going to consume 2 bytes of memory. 2 bytes of memory. Example, so think this is the RAM. Okay, I will going to mention this is a RAM. Okay, in that RAM, 1 byte is nothing but what? 8 bits. 1 byte is nothing but what? 8 bits. Like I will going to say it is a 8 bit here. Okay, na? Everybody clear? 8 bit. 2 bytes, basically it is 2 bytes, another 8 bit, another 8 bit. Now you tell me which is greater in terms of memory. So character is greater, right? Yes or not? You tell me, character is greater or not? Guys, character is greater or not, guys? You tell me. Yes or not? Correct, huh? Everybody? Okay. That's what. See, when it comes to Boolean, okay, this character will going to have a the memory length is little bit bigger compared to Boolean. Compared to this Boolean, the character memory is little bit bigger one. Okay, basically it will going to take only 1 bit. 1 bit is nothing but how much it will going to consume in the memory? Only 1 single bit of memory in the memory. Okay, so in the RAM. So that is, it may be a 1 or 0. Yes or not? It may be 1 or 0. But here like that, if you add like this, okay, if you add like this 8 bits, then it will become 1 byte. Okay, like that, this character will going to consume 2 bytes of memory, nothing but totally 16 bits of memory it is consuming. Yes or not? So that is the reason why compared to Boolean, okay, Boolean is less than character. Clear everyone here? Yes, this is what exactly I wanted to tell you. In terms of memory, Boolean is less than character. Clear? Clear, pa? These things are very, very important, pa. That's fine. Yeah, fine. Okay, come to byte here. Okay, again we have a byte here. Yes or not? Byte is there. So I will going to change the color so that you will be happy. Okay, what is the default value? That is 0. What is the default value? That is 0. Here it will going to consume 8 bits of memory in the RAM. Okay, now you can able to see only 8 bits. Nothing but what? Totally 8-bit spaces are consuming is the 8 bits of space it is consuming. For this one, for example, byte is how much bytes, byte how much bytes it is consume? Only 1 byte. So I will show you here. Let's see here in this board. Okay, so think like that. This is the byte. It is consuming 1 byte. Nothing but what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so nothing but 1 byte of memory it is consuming. From here to here, you can able to see 1 byte. Yes or not? 1 byte. Okay, so what is the maximum value you can able to store in this particular memory? Maximum value is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. This is the maximum value. Again, sir, what is the lowest value you can able to store? Lowest value you can able to store, that is, this is the maximum value. I will going to say this is the maximum value. Okay, what is the lowest value? Nothing but what? Minimum value. Minimum value you can able to store everywhere. If you go to integer, if you go to character, whatever it may be, maximum or minimum. So what is the minimum value you can able to store? That is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So you must study. I think you people have studied in computer organization. These things are important here. Clear? Anyone have doubts now? Understood what is maximum, what is minimum? Minimum value, whatever the bits it will going to occupy, in that you will going to store the binary values. Maximum means all the bits should be 111, then it is a maximum value. This is what exactly. If all the bits are okay occupied by 0, then it is a minimum value. Clear? Please let me know. If you understood, I will be happy. Let me know. Guys, hello? Hello? Let me know, guys. Says. Okay. Fine. Okay. So this is what exactly I wanted to tell you. Now you understood, right? So this is the length. We will call it as this is the length of the memory. Understood now? This is we will call it as length of the memory. This is the length, maximum length we can able to store as a character. That is 1111. Okay. What is the minimum length we can able to store in the character? That is 0. Okay. So that's why it will going to have some range. Okay. It will going to have some range. So that range you will understand. So basically what is this range is nothing but 2 to the power of 7. Okay, 2 to the power of 7. So this is the range. So up to here you can able to store the value. Up to here you can able to store the value. Basically they will going to say from 0 to 255. 255. I think 255. Okay, 0 to 255 you can able to store. So this is the length you need to understand. If you are not able to understand still, please refer the computer organization, you will understand. Okay. So otherwise, when I teach computer organization, I will make a special video on this. You can able to watch it. Okay. So I will create a video so that you can able to watch it. This is more than enough. Okay. The length you need to understand here. Maximum length of the character is, that is, when you mention all the way, when the memory occupies, when all the bits of memory occupies 111, this is the maximum length. Okay, so when it occupies 00, it is a minimum length. That's it, nothing else. Clear, guys? Understood how important this is? You need to understand. Okay, very, very important. That's why always when it comes to programming, you need to understand these basic concepts. Okay, you need to understand basic concepts. Otherwise, it's difficult. Okay, clear? Now let's come to the short. Same thing. Okay, what is the default value? That is 0. 2 bytes means how much memory it will going to consume? Totally 16 bits of memory. Understood, right? 16 bits of memory, 8-bit. Okay, plus again 8-bit. Okay, it will going to consume 16 bits of memory. Okay, fine. Again, come to the integer. What is the default value? That is 0. Again, here you can able to see 32 bits of memory it will going to consume. Yes or not? Okay. 8 into 4, that is 32. Here 8. Okay, 8 bit here. Again 8 bit here. In the RAM I am talking about. Here 8 bit. Again here 8 bit. Okay, 32 bits of memory it will going to consume. Clear? Guys, clear? Again you tell me, for long, how many bits it is consuming? You tell me how many bits it is consuming. 8 into 8. 8 into 8. 64. Yes or not? Yes. 64 bits of memory it is consuming. Okay, clear everyone? So 8 bits. It will going to hold 8 bits. That is 8, 8, 8, 4 times, another 4 times. 8, 8. Again, I will going to write here. 8. Again 8. So totally 64 bits of memory it will going to consume. Okay, in that particular memory, RAM memory. So that is what exactly you need to understand. Now you will going to understand one more is there, float is there. I will going to write that one also. Okay, so in the RAM, how many bits? 32 bits here also. 8, again 8, again 8, again 8. Okay, so totally 32 bits of memory it is consuming. Again here also same thing. 8 bit is nothing but what? How much it will going to consume? Totally 64 bit. I will going to write 64 bit. I will say directly. I will write here 64 bits of memory it will going to consume. Now please compare one by one. You please compare now. You will understand what exactly I wanted to tell you and what exactly we are doing. Everything you will understand right now. Okay. So what exactly we are doing here is very simple. See here. Compared to character, Boolean is less. Please understand, compared to character, Boolean memory is less. Compared to character, here you can able to see, compared to character, byte memory is less. Okay. Again, compared to character, okay, both are equal. Character as well, short, both are equal here. Compared to integer, please here, compared to integer, short as well as character is less. Yes or not? Compared to long, integer is less. Okay, but integer and float will going to take same memory length. Okay, but long and double will going to take the same memory length. So this is what length is. This is what we call it as length is. Understood everyone? Everyone understood? Let me know. Everyone understood? Understood or not? Yes or no? Let me know. Yes or no? Okay, fine. Now you see. So if you understood this one, simple concept, if you understand this simple concept, then it's very easy. Okay, so let's see the next slide. We will see the next slide here. So this is yesterday already we discussed about this one. What is this Boolean type? Okay, you can able to use this. Basically, it is a default value is what? That is false only. Okay, you can able to use on true or false in the Boolean data type. So this is how you will going to declare Boolean 1 false. Okay, like this you will going to declare. This is the data type. So this is your one is your variable as well as false. This is Boolean data type. Okay, so byte data type. Yesterday I told you already byte A is equal to 10. So byte B is equal to -20. Like this you can able to declare. Okay, like this you can able to declare. Already you can able to see. So the range is -128 to 127. So that is what I told you. 0 to 255. Please understand 0 to 255. Nothing but what when you divide by 256. Okay, when you divide by 2, you will going to get it -128 to 0. Again 0 to 128, 127. Okay, so this is what exactly you need to understand. Basically, I think you people know in this C and C++. Okay, the range, that is what we call it as range. Okay, short data type. What is the range? -32,768 to 32,767. This is the range. Okay, this is the range. Okay, this is the range. Okay, now you will going to declare in this way. Yesterday, I already wrote a program. If you are not able to understand these things, whatever the things I am explaining, you can watch the previous video, yesterday's video. Okay. So this is integer data type. Yesterday I declared yesterday I did this one. Okay. So this is also same thing. You can able to see the range. This is the range. Okay. This is the range. Okay. Again, long data type. This is the range. I don't want to miss each and every point. So that is the reason why I made the slides. All this. Okay. I made a slide. of all this long, double, all those things. Okay, like this you will going to declare. That's it. So when you, but one thing you need to understand, when you are declaring a long data type and all, you have to mention capital L. Okay, capital L. So when it is a long. Again, when you are declaring a float, you have to mention it is a float type variable. Like that, you have to mention means you have to mention the small f. Then it will understand. So f1 is a variable, that is a float type of variable. It will understand. You must write this one. So this is very, very important. When you are doing, what is that? Long means capital L. When you are, when it is float, you have to mention f. Okay. So another one example, double. Okay, D1. Again, one more important thing is in the double. Suppose if you declare a double data type, D1 is equal to 12.3. If you don't declare as L, F like that, okay, basically you can able to say it is a float also. If you don't declare, suppose example, if you go to this example, if you don't declare F, by default it will understand it is a double. Clear? By default it will understand it is a double. That one you need to understand. These are all silly things. You will going to make a mistake. Clear? Everybody clear, guys? Guys, clear? Anyone have doubts? Hello, let me know. Anyone have doubts? Guys, let me know. Please have a chat. No doubts, right? Okay, fine. Okay. So here character. So in this character, you can able to see. So basically, I will tell you, we are not using any kind of ASCII code system. We are not using any kind of ASCII code system in the Java programming. We are using something like Unicode system. Okay, we are using something like Unicode system. That is the one reason you will going to hold 2 bytes of memory. This character type will going to hold 2 bytes of memory. Okay, the character data type is a single 16-bit Unicode character. Its value range lies between, okay, so this is the range. Okay, from R 65,535 like that. So here, so why that is important, very, very important. When you go to C and C++, character will going to hold only 1 byte. But here it is not like that. It will going to hold 2 bytes. The reason is that it will going to use, what is that? Not ASCII system. It will going to use the Unicode system. Okay. So for that note, you can able to see this one. Why that is 2 bytes means it is because Java uses Unicode system, not ASCII code system. That is the reason why. Okay. So we will going to use 2 bytes here in the character. They will going to ask, okay, in Java, how many bytes of memory it will going to consume? Okay, character type. Then you have to say 1 byte. Is it? No, you have to say 2 bytes. Here, you have to say 2 bytes. Okay. The lowest range of Unicode system, to get the detailed explanation about Unicode system. So we will going to see in the next page. Okay, don't worry, all these things. So this one I will going to explain you later. We will going to see what is narrow as well as what is widening as well as narrowing. We will going to see. Let's write a program. Shall we write a program, guys? Shall we write a program? Program ready na? Yes or no? You tell me, guys. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, I think everybody understood the length, everything. Now it will going to play an important role. Now we will going to understand why sir is telling all these things. Okay. Let me have a ID. Guys, everybody open the ID. Okay, I will show you what is this exactly. Okay, open the ID, I will show you. One minute, guys, let me open. Okay. Okay, fine. Open the ID, everyone. Please open the ID, everyone. Just a moment. It's taking a little bit time. So we will finish off this one. Don't worry right now. Come fast. Sorry for the delay, guys. Everybody open? Okay, if you have any doubts in the data type, let me have in the chat. So until we get that ID, okay, until it opens up. Anyone have problem with the data type? Let me know, guys. Anybody have problem with data type? Hello, guys. I'm not getting any response from you people. Everybody, we will going to have an emoji. So that emoji is, what is that? I will going to put the emoji that is smile emoji. Okay, everybody put smile emoji, guys. Okay, everybody, everyone, guys, let me know who are all active here. Let me know who are all active here. Later I will explain. I mean, don't worry, Unicode system. Okay, don't worry right now. I will explain that one. What is this Unicode system? ASCII code is nothing but what? You're going to have every character, you're going to have some kind of data, nothing but number. Okay, A means 65, something is there like that. So Unicode is something different. I will explain later. Don't worry right now. Okay. Okay, we will start this one. Very simple one. I will show you. Okay, I think you people are understood about what is this data type. Again, what is this length, all those things. Now see the magic. Okay, now see the magic, guys. So I will going to create one class here. Okay, I will want to create class saying that okay, so here I will say widening. Widening. Okay, so static. Finish. That's it. Okay, now you see. So we have a class. That class name is widening. Clear, everyone? We have a class. That class name is what here we have. That is widening. In this, what I will do basically, see here, very simple. I will going to take one data type. For example, I will show you. For example, see here, next one. For example, what I will do, I will go to take the data type that is called it as integer. Wait, I will change the color. Okay, I will going to take the data type that is integer. Now you tell me, what is how many bytes integer will going to consume? Guys, you tell me how many bytes integer will going to consume. Please understand this one. This topic is very, very important topic. I will tell you how many bytes it will going to consume. Integer 4 bytes. Absolutely. Yes or not? 4 bytes it will going to consume. Let me write here 4 bytes. Okay, now 4 bytes it will going to consume. Now you tell me how many bytes the float will going to consume. How many bytes the float will going to consume? Integer 4 bytes, float how many bytes? Float. Float how many bytes, guys? Let me know.
4.
Let me know from your side. 4 bytes. Again 4 bytes. Fine. See here, see the magic. See, 4 bytes is nothing but basically 32 bits of memory. Think like that, like this. 32 bits of memory. Okay. Again, integer 4 bytes is nothing but here also 32 bits of memory. I will going to store some data. Okay, in this memory, I will going to store some data like this. I will going to store some data in this memory. Again here also what I will going to do, I will going to take this memory. Okay, this memory I am talking about, whatever the things you stored in this memory, I will going to take this memory, I will going to put this integer into this particular memory here. Do you think any data loss will going to happen here? Guys, you tell me, any data loss will going to happen here? Data loss. Any data loss will going to happen? You tell me. Now you have to answer. Any data loss will going to happen? This is the length is 4 bit. Nothing but length is 4 byte. Here also the length is 4 bytes. Whatever the data you have provided here, the data will be, I will going to convert the data into float type. Nothing but what? This data. Suppose think like this is a container. This is a 4-bit container, 4 bytes of container. Okay, 4 bytes of container. Here also this is also 4 bytes of container. Okay, when I place this container into this particular container, will you going to lose any data? Yes or not? Absolutely right. Like that. Suppose think like that. I will going to have a long. Think like that long. Okay, think like that long. So how many bytes it will going to consume? It will going to consume 8 bytes. Yes or not? 8 bytes. It will going to consume 8 bytes. Nothing but what? The length of the memory is compared to float and integer, little bit bigger one. Yes or not? Little bit bigger one. So I can able to place this data into this particular memory. Now I will not going to lose any data. So whatever the data you will going to store in this particular integer, that data I will going to put it in the where long data type. Okay, nothing but what? So here I will going to show you, this is a big container. Okay, this is a big container. I can able to place this small container into this particular big container. Will you going to lose any data? No, right? You will not going to lose any data, right? Yes or not? You will not going to lose any data. This is what we call it as widening. Understanding? This is what we call it as widening. Okay, this is what we call it as widening. So basically this will going to happen implicitly. The compiler itself, it will going to understand. Please understand here very clearly. Compiler itself, it will going to understand, because the data loss is not going to happen. That is the reason why implicitly it will going to happen. Okay, so this is, we will call it as widening. Okay, suppose think like that. In this particular data type, suppose I am storing 15. Okay, so if I store this 15 into float type, means what you will going to get it 15.0. Any data loss is there, guys? You tell me, any data loss is there? You tell me, guys, any data loss is there? No data loss, right? Yes or not? No data loss, nothing will going to happen. This is what we call it as widening. Okay, suppose if I bring this 15 into this particular long data type, so 15. Okay, here I will going to store like this. Will you going to lose any data in this? Tell me. Now you tell me, will you going to lose any data? No, nothing will going to lose. So that is the reason why this process we will call it as widening process. Widening process. Okay, widening process. Understood, everyone? Please let me know. If you are understood, let me know. I will go further. Please message. Please message. Guys, please message. We will going to write a program now. Okay. So if you understood this one, it's very easy now. You can understand. What about others? Please chat, please. Yeah. Okay, fine. Now we will going to write a program. I think everybody understood about this particular concept, widening concept. Now we will write a program and you will understand. Okay, let's write a program now. Okay. Okay, let's take one variable like integer. Okay, I will going to take a variable like integer. Give some variable name. Okay, data type is integer here. Any variable name you provide. Something I will going to provide like small int, int I will going to provide. This is a variable. Okay, guys, this is a variable. I will going to provide some value, that is something like you provide 0 semicolon. Okay, any value you provide, no problem. Any value, whatever the value you wanted, you will provide. So there is no problem in this. Okay, nothing will going to happen. Fine. Now what I will do, I will going to write one more variable, float